All right, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to a preview. I'm here with Raul Morales from My Casa Real Estate, my main man with boots on the ground in Puerto Morelos. What's up, Raul? How you doing, man?
Ropi, thank you so much for having me on. It is so cool here in Puerto Morelos. I'm at your favorite development. We did a while back, not too long ago, about a month ago, 5 properties, and this is the one that got the most feedback. Everyone wanted to know, hey, what is that? Where is it at? What are the details? We had so many people coming to us. In just a month, 6 units have sold, which is kind of impressive, especially considering this is low season. But I'm excited. I'm here right now, and I'm excited to show it to you again and to your audience.
Yeah, I'm super stoked on that property. Before we get into too many of the details, can we talk about the what is the big offer that you have, the try before you buy?
Right. Well, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Raul Morales, and I'm a real estate broker from the United States, living here for almost 15 years in the Riviera Maya. And my agency, our job, we have access to all properties across the whole region, across all agencies, new construction, pre-construction, new construction. And it's our job to make sure that our clients, the buyers that choose to buy a home, retire here, stuff like that, don't end up with buyer's remorse, because sometimes they think they know what neighborhood they want, but then they come to me and they tell me a little bit more about who they are, what kind of lifestyle they want, and we find them something better. And what we want to avoid is for them to purchase a second home to retire in and then find something better after they purchased. So I created this really easy, fun program. It's called the Try Before You Buy home ownership program that lets you try any development, any property you want. But today we're going to be focusing on one, because I've seen hundreds of properties, and I think this one really stands out because it's already done, it's already constructed, there's no risk, it's a reputable developer. I've spoken to multiple owners here, they're all happy, no negatives, and I really like that. And what I like about the program is it not only lets you try it for yourself for a few nights, but if to see if you really love it. But if you do love it, we take it a step further and we introduce you to other owners who have already purchased there, so we can get honest answers to all our most important questions, like what's the HOA like? Is it quiet? Does it rent well? Is there anything negative about the development? I guess that's what makes My Casa different, Ropi, is that, as you know, we find reasons for you not to buy. And I think that's why you came with us.
Oh, that's one of
And
the biggest reasons I hang out with you and look at properties, Raul, is we've looked at, I think you've shown me probably 25 to 30 places, and probably of all of those, there's like 20 of them where you're like, this is built like crap, the drywall is flimsy and thin, or this is overvalued. So yeah, I love the transparency. I think most agents, I mean, you're a broker, right? So you have access to all properties. I think most agents just want to sell you something as quickly as possible and get that sweet, sweet commish. So
yeah, exactly. Like if they see that their clients already like something, they're not going to change their mind. They're like, yeah, yeah, it's great. Now buy, hurry up and buy. Whereas we're like, hey, hold on. If
yeah,
you like this neighborhood, you got to check out this other one. This one's just like this, but even better for you because it has this or that or golf, or it's closer to the ocean, or it's the same price, or there's a resale, something like that. We always find something better than they would find on their own. And we're very transparent. I want
yeah.
happy neighbors. I'm friends with all my clients. We go to dinner, we go to lunch. I let them treat me out, obviously. Intense. And we play golf sometimes.
Ralph,
Yeah.
you're like a human filter, basically. Like when I'm analyzing or researching anything, I love my filters. And it seems like the more places we look at, the more data, the more input you have. And so you know that I hate high HOA fees. I hate hidden fees. And so like it seems like lately you've been finding me the places that have very low HOA fees relative to the amenities and what you get. So that's one thing about this particular property that blew my mind. I mean, we're obviously not going to go into detail too much on the amenities today, but the gym is fantastic. It's like a Palapa style outdoor gym. I love it because I like being outdoors actually when I work out more than in a gym with fluorescent lights. There's two pools, and as much as I love kids, it's kind of nice to be uh, in an adults only setting. They have the adults only pool. It looks like you're walking through the dog park right now. Is that right?
No, I'm actually right between the two pools. There's the adult pool, which
Oh,
I
I
call the
see. Yeah,
swingers pool.
yeah.
But and then there's the family pool, which is much larger, and it usually has like these waterworks like splashing around, but it's kind of calm right now. Really cool. And yeah, what I noticed is you really like the gym, you really like security. This is a gated community, uh, internet everywhere. That's really important and stuff like that. And this is one of the most impressive, I guess, for four reasons. I think it's the location here in Puerto Morelos that this is in. It's close to everything. Uh, the price point is absolutely incredible. The number of amenities, the quality build, and the happy owners that already live here. So I think with those four things, I feel very
Yeah.
confident about doing a try before you buy homeownership program, and specifically for this development. And that's what we're going to talk about on Sunday. This is just the preview. We're checking out the technology that we're going to be using. Like right now, we're going to show you a drone shot because I figured out, well, actually, Chewy, my assistant, figured out how to get the drone up in the air and show it right now. So, Chewy, if you can take the drone up while I talk a little bit and you tell me when the drone is ready, and go ahead and show everybody, because location is so important in real estate. A drone gives you so much information about who your neighbors are. Are they noisy? Are they dirty? Are you going to have problems in the future? Is it an empty lot? What's next door to you? You always want to know. And we're going to be looking at the actual units. We're going to look at a penthouse. We're going to look at a middle floor unit, and if possible, I'm going to try to get you a ground floor unit because there are no elevators here. But we're going to be looking at all the details. There you go. Now you can see this
Nice drone
development.
shot. Go Chewy.
Yes, outstanding.
That is
And
dope.
Chewy, and we're going to show you how far away this is from the ocean on Sunday. So you'll be able to see that. There's lots of jungle over here. It's actually right next to some of the best empanadas. This is where the locals eat, not touristy prices, but locals eat at the restaurants close to this place. So it's very, very cool. And we're also the most exciting part, there's financing in direct to developer financing for this. We're going to be going over the details on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And that's incredible because usually the Mexican nationals, they pay 12% interest rates. And, you know, foreigners, we typically only have financing in our home country where we have a credit history and a credit score. And here you have direct to developer financing, and we're going to be going over the details. We're going to be looking at the units. We're going to be, if we can find an owner, and I usually can, at the pool. We're going to be talking to them and showing you all the amenities in detail. So I'm super excited.
Look at that. Look at that drone shot right there. That's what I love about this place is that when you're in those two pools, you can see in Chewy's lovely drone shot there, that pool is in a park-like setting, and then the other side of the property is completely surrounded by jungle. You hear nothing but birds. You don't hear traffic noise, barking dogs. It is such a chill place. If you just want to not leave the complex, like I do a lot of work from my computer, obviously, a lot of editing. There's Wi-Fi throughout the property, so I could be uploading or I could be live doing live streams from there in that park-like setting. So I love that Chewy got the drone up in the sky because you really have to see it from above or be there in person to appreciate how quiet that spot is. Look at that, just abundant nature.
Wow. Look at that ocean. Oops,
Yeah.
I said it. Sorry, Ropey. But yeah, the location is amazing. And Chewy, you can go ahead and bring it down now and bring us back to the center. And yeah, what we're going to be going over is also, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Um, oh, the different price points, how many units are left, where they're at in the development. And look at this awesome palapa you got here. There are so many more amenities here. You have also, you were talking about the nature here, and you can hear the birds. You can
Yeah.
see monkeys over here, if you can believe it. Monkeys are here. And it's just a great place to have a chill evening, and it's just a great investment as well. So I'm super excited to show you this on Sunday, and so much more about the financing, the actual properties themselves. We're going to be taking you through them with a special camera. And yeah, we're going to
Yeah,
have fun, Ropi, and thank you for setting this up.
absolutely. Two things I wanted to touch on. I got a new mate while I was in Tokyo. And thinking about my Argentinian friends, I have a lot of Argentinian friends in Playa and Puerto Morelos, and they have all these parillas. They have the grills throughout the property. So the common areas, you're near one of them right there. Yeah. So huge TV right there. We can watch football. We can hang out. Look at that space. Imagine the parties that I will be throwing. Um,
We
but also the other thing too is I wanted to, yeah, that's dope. I mean, that's incredible what you get as far as the common areas. But one thing I wanted to mention too is the size of the actual units. They're not these narrow little shoe boxes or dog crate apartments. We've looked at some in Puerto Morelos as well that where I walked in and I was instantly like, nope, we got thin drywall and a narrow little shoebox. I've been there, done that in Phoenix, Arizona. I've lived in a condo like that and I'll never do it again. So the construction quality, the build, the walls are solid. And then also you have an actual livable space that you can furnish. And then once it's furnished, it doesn't feel, you know, like a narrow little shoebox.
Yeah, no, and it's got a storage room that's huge. It can almost be a third bedroom. Practically, you could fit a twin size bed in there easily. And we're going to be going over the HOA
Yeah.
fees, which are super ridiculously low. There's artwork here. It's family friendly, but you know, the family stuff is on one side and the adult stuff is on the other side. So it's really, really well set up, reputable developer, no risk because it's already constructed. And obviously working with somebody like me who had a political position in real estate, I was vice president of communications of the AMPI Association, which is the sister organization of the NAR Association back in the United States, the National Association of Realtors. And we bring in professors from the Houston chapter, Houston, Texas, to train the agents here who want to get licensed. And, you know, I was one of those professors, professor of negotiations. So I really love negotiating. I
Yeah.
studied a lot of game theory and stuff like that.
I've noticed.
Yeah. Long conversations.
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, so man, look at that setting right there.
Yeah.
Man, that is just I gotta say I'm kind of missing that while being in Japan. I had to come on this trip and I'm traveling right now, obviously, but man, do I miss the Caribbean vibes, dude. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, dude, are you coming back to Playa? It's like, yeah, obviously. Like there's only one Caribbean. And that's definitely where my heart is right now. So I appreciate you having boots on the ground there, Raul. Man,
Absolutely. And
making me miss it. We did actually speak to some owners when we were there together, and I think he and his wife bought two.
that's right. They did buy two. They were very happy with them. And I forgot to tell you, one of the things we're going to be going over on Sunday is also the itinerary for a 4-night stay here, how you're going to get from the airport to here. We're going to provide transportation, what's going to be in the fridge just waiting for you. What else? What other property tours? Because we're not just going to show you this. We want you to see everything. We want you walking away from this experience knowing that this is the best development for you. So we want you to see all the other comparables that are in your price point and whatever you want. But we're going to be focusing on this one because it really does stand out compared to everybody else. And what else? We're going to be talking about financing, penthouses, standard amenities, neighborhood, location, all that good stuff, and the actual program, the itinerary, what's going to be in the fridge, what it's going to look like, and plenty of time to relax and have a vacation. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, no, you really put something cool together here as far as like just hooking it up, like airport transportation, stocked fridge. Just as a teaser, there's much more to it than that. But I mean, of all the properties we looked at, this was in my top two. The other one that I really liked is a much higher price point. And at my young age of 38, I'm not quite ready to pony up
That
as
got
much
sold,
as
by the
I.
way. Sorry to break it to you, but that house got
I'm.
sold
I know
like
it's
a while back.
heartbreaking because man, the value was there. I mean, the value was there, but I didn't want to pony up quite that much. So this one's a little bit more in my comfort zone now. But I know I'll be kind of like I lost a little sleep when I saw that one sold. But the reality is, I still want to travel half the year, and so this place that you're at right now is definitely much more in line with that. If I was ready to, live full time, maybe it would be different. But for a snowbird type situation, 6 months a year, I love this property. So Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you all there. This is a really special place. Raul's going to actually take you up, show you the penthouse, show you the units, the ground floor units. We mentioned there's no elevators here. Are there any ground floor units left, Raul? Do we know?
Yes, there are a couple of ground floor units left. In total, there's only about a dozen units left, a little more than a dozen, but 6 just got sold in the past 30 days. So that tells you something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're a great value. Fantastic value. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll leave it there, Raul. The biggest point of this today, this is our first ever dual live stream, guys. You are witnessing history here, and we really just wanted to make sure the technology, the internet connection is good throughout. And this speaks to what I was talking about earlier, is that the common areas have such solid Wi-Fi that Raul's able to walk around live streaming. That's
And we have to
fantastic.
see
That's
so much
really good
more. I
news.
hope you guys don't think this is all of it. There's like, so sorry to interrupt you, but there's so many more amenities. We've only seen about half of them, and there's a whole other, a little bit more than a half more. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine, Raul. One question I had, a few subscribers reached out to me and said, hey, we can't make it Sunday. Is there any way they can get information on this property now, or do they have to show up Sunday for the info?
Absolutely. They can either email me at Raul, R-A-U-L, Morales, M-O-R-A-L-E-S, at mycasa.mx, or call me directly to my cell phone or WhatsApp me. That's +52 984 137 7639. And I'll send you out the information with the itinerary, with the details, and everything you need to get on a phone call with me and see if this is right for you.
Awesome, Raul. Really appreciate it, brother. Thanks for taking the time to get out there. And a big thanks to Chewy for working out all the tech stuff. Me and Raul are just the pretty faces, but Chewy is the brains behind the tech. So thanks, Chewy.
You're the pretty face. I'm just here as
All
a
right, so
professional trying to make sure no one does anything stupid, because it's so easy. It's such a great place here in Mexico, but you do have to be careful. You do want to go with a licensed real estate agent. There's no multiple listing service here, so you do not have as much information as a developer. A developer has way more information, and it's called asymmetrical negotiations. You do not want to find yourself in one of those. So come with us. And as always, just like in the United States and Canada, our commission is paid by the seller. And if we don't exist, meaning if you don't have a buyer's agent, then that commission just goes to the listing agent in its entirety, or the developer's sales team. So you might as well have somebody looking out for your interests and is going to be there, somebody that's going to be there for you after the sale as well. After you pick up the keys, who's going to help you with immigration, how to furnish the place. And also we're developing this new WhatsApp chat group. I'll tell you about it more later, but it's for you to have the best professionals at your fingertips, whether it's a plumber, taxi driver, getting a used car, immigration, paying taxes, makes it all very easy working with professionals that aren't going to pay you, aren't going to charge you touristy prices. So it's going to be a WhatsApp chat group, and just send me a WhatsApp chat saying that you'd like on this group for expats at +52 984 137 7639. And let's be neighbors soon.
Awesome. All right, Raul, see you Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And everyone else,
brother.
thanks for showing up for the sneak peek. All right, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, bye. Cheers.
Rope Monster out. Raul.